Hey YouTube, long time no see. Did y'all miss me? Hopefully y'all missed me as much as I missed y'all. No, I ain't gonna lie though, some of y'all get on my nerves. Like, for real, like, it get kind of irritating responding to and trying not to respond to some of y'all, because some of y'all just ignorant. But I'm here, I'm back, and I got some stuff to say. I've been wanting to come back for a while, and it's funny that Will Smith is the topic, because he's been on my list. Like, even though I haven't been on here, I still kind of been making a list of when I do pop back up of things that I want to talk about. And excuse my hair, y'all. I've been working out and stuff. Today is yoga day, and yeah, I'm not quite done yet. I'm just taking a break. But anyway, so yeah, it's funny that Will Smith's in the media, because I've kind of been wanting to talk about him anyway. I was gonna, cause y'all know, for those of y'all who do know, y'all probably don't know, I had ordered some books or whatever, and I have been meaning to get the book The Alchemist, but will really press, because I keep saying, you know, I've seen people talk about it or whatever, and I did finish the book, by the way. Great book. Highly recommend it to anyone looking for a good read. It's a short read, not that long, but it's a lot of information. So yeah, because there were a few mentions of the book and Bel Air. So I wanted to do a video, and I still might come back and do this video, because even with the stuff that's going on, it's kind of more so proving, you know, my point or whatever. I was going to do a video about Will Smith, The Alchemist, and The Fool. So for those of you who know what the book The Alchemist, or who know what an alchemist is, or an alchemist does, or what an alchemist does, or how an alchemist moves, you can see how that book, The Alchemist, played a part in Will Smith's life, and the decisions that he's made, and the ways that he's moved along in his career. And I can see why that would be something that he wants to share with people, you know, by dropping that gem in his show, because I think they mentioned it twice, and then one time they might have showed it on the bookcase or something or whatever. Now, so I was gonna the Will Smith, The Alchemist, and The Fool. So for those of y'all who are into tarot, or who know tarot, you know what the Fool represents. And if you look up the Fool in the tarot deck, you'll see like a guy, and he's at the edge of the cliff, like the Fool. You see, he's either headed for great new beginnings, or for terrible destruction, right? And it's like, I can see where Will Smith has like this kind of like whimsical energy about him that reminds me of the Fool energy, and not so much to do with him being a comedian or his character, but more so about like his persona, you know, and how these real life situations, like how they deal with in real life, like, or how they play out in real life. Like, even from him leaving Philadelphia and going to LA or Beverly Hills, wherever he was, right? Like, it seems like he just kind of, well, in that case, he was kind of forced to. But in some cases, it seems like where he just kind of followed his heart, you know, and had that blind faith. And it seems like he's trying to encourage other people to follow their heart, and to follow, you know, that voice inside of them that's leading them, and trying to get them to go do whatever it is that their heart desires or whatever. It seems like he's trying to say, like, that's what brought him success in the end. It's following his heart and not caring so much what other people thought, or not being so tied down by other people's feelings or emotions or things like that. So I want to do that video. But okay, so with the slap heard around the world. So everybody's seen this slap, and I've seen different perspectives about it, and so I'm gonna give my little 2 cents or whatever, right? And I feel like I went back and forth. Is it stage? Is it not stage? Is it stage? Is it not stage? Okay, boom. I feel like it was staged because we clearly saw Will Smith laughing. Like it all seemed like an acting gig to me. You see him gearing up, and first he was laughing at the joke, and then he, after the slap, he was even kind of and it could have been like a little sense of, yeah, I just slapped this nigga, you know what I'm saying? Or it could have very well been like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, here we go. And a little moment of him breaking character. But I do really feel like, I'm really starting to feel like the shit was scripted. Because let's look at the reasons why it would have been scripted. Okay, we get what he's saying. Will Smith tired of being, or it wouldn't have been scripted. Will Smith tired of being the butt of everybody's jokes. Everybody been joking on him, Jada, August, whatever, right? That's still not enough for him to put his whole career on the line. Like, it's just more believable for them to be in some kind of think tank, and they're like, okay, what can we do? The ratings are down. People talking about boycotting the Oscars. Okay, we got Will Smith coming up. He's about to win the Oscar. I feel like they used this moment to further project Will Smith, to kind of toughen or harden his how people view his appearance. Everybody kind of look at Will Smith as like the clown, the funny guy, the pushover. Even he's even admitted to it to some extent in his own books or whatever, or interviews or whatever. So I just kind of feel like they use this moment to kind of shift the direction of Will's career. Like, I could see him now being able to step into more serious roles, being able to step into more roles involving like darker energy or dramas and stuff like that. Because before, it wouldn't be as believable, even though he did do The Pursuit of Happiness, but that was more like of a sadness. Now, Will Smith can go do Tough Cop, because we done seen him smack a nigga on live TV and tell him keep his fucking wife name out his mouth. You know what I'm saying? Now we done seen another light of him, so it's like we've allowed him. They've created a scenario that's allowed him to kind of break that Will Smith character. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like with everything that he's got going on, I don't feel like there's any miscalculation saying what's going on. He just put out the book. He did King Richard. He got Bel Air going on. He got his hands in a lot of pots. So I just can't see him tossing and I'm not saying that it's not possible. I'm not saying that a man won't get down about his woman. It's very possible, but I just see more from, I see him benefiting more from had this been a controlled scenario, and everybody, maybe it's some people who were in on it and some people who were purposely left out, so that they can have that shock value still from the audience, and from the reactions from the celebrities. So yeah, I feel like it was scripted. I feel like it was used to change the trajectory of Will Smith's career. I feel like for Chris Rock, this wasn't really it could have been a shaming ritual, or it could have been because this didn't really end Chris Rock's career. Everyone's still sitting on the edge of their seats to see what he's got to say, because I don't think he officially gave a statement. So no, I feel like this is a big play by Hollywood. And if we, because the numbers at the Oscars were low and people wasn't going to watch it anyway. Like a lot of people have already said, had Will Smith not smacked Chris Rock, we wouldn't even know the Oscars was on. We know nothing about the performances. Beyonce gave a beautiful performance, by the way. I don't feel like her performance got enough attention because of all the stuff that's going on with Will Smith, but check that out if you get a chance. She did a really good, solid performance. And I'm really, I don't really cape for any of the celebrities, but I really enjoyed her performance. Now, another thing that I seen, like someone was saying that like Will Smith was still trapped in the character. Shout out to Docs Daily. Will Smith was still trapped in the character of King Richard, and that's why he acted so out of character. And that could be it too, because we've seen it with Heath Ledger and the Joker. But I'm leaning more towards this was all scripted, and this was so that Will Smith can take a turn in his career, because for so long he's been locked into such a few amount of roles. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't really been able to show that deep dark side, and this is gonna help to open him up to that, down along the line, not right away. But yeah, so that's my thoughts on this. Y'all let me know. Oh, and I want to come back and say the reason why it's so hard to believe that this is scripted is because if this is scripted, then we have to really look at everybody who played a part in making us believe that this shit was real. And once we able to see that, they playing the same game with the virus and with everything else. If this was scripted, that means the LAPD played a part because they released a statement. That means the Oscars played a part. That means Will was in on it, Jada was in on it, Chris Rock was in on it. If this was scripted, that means that everybody conspired to deliberately fool the public into believing that something that wasn't real was real. So, and I think that would be more of a shock to people than anything, because then they are forced to believe what people have been saying for years, that all this shit is fake and that all of life is a fucking play, and that the people, or what did Shakespeare say? All the world's a stage and the people in it are merely actors.